So let's take a deep breath in. And I'm not pre-channeling anything. I'm just going straight, direct. So we may not go quite as long as I said that we would, but it's always nice to have a shorter meditation. So let's take a deep breath in. It's aligning into your flame now. It's in the center of your heart. And just ask that flame to expand, expand, expand. And it's really gotten a lot bigger and fat, a fat pulsation, which is beautiful. And now let's send our heart beams out into the world and create a heart portal that moves around each and every one who's with us now and who will see this in the future, wherever you are, over the entire globe and the universe. And let us go up into the higher chakras now, opening your pillar up to the heavens and call in the heavenly portal and connect to the solar father suns above us. Just bringing down that golden light over your pillar and through your pillar. And bringing the golden light through all your chakra system. Down into the earth beneath you. Into Mother Gaia. Into the violet sun inside Mother Gaia. And now connect from your navel, this silver cord, and connect your silver umbilical cord to Mother Gaia's womb and the placenta of the Mother Earth that connects to you. That is this, she says, fulfillment of her promise to you. And that in that placenta is everything you need and all your power, all the nutrients, the nourishment, the vitamins, the DNA even. Just allow in the sense of moving into this place of receptivity that has to move up through the bottom of your feet, up through the root chakra, and feed you. This is extremely important to start to cultivate. Good, as we're beginning to kind of feel magnetic and more grounded, more almost like heavy. Excellent work. Because the ascension is really the descension into the earth, into the lower chakras, into the heightened frequency of what we're about to create. So we call upon our special emissary team of Master Lord Metatron, each of your divine presence and higher selves, and your families. And let's call and open this portal around all that needs to change in the world and around all of our loved ones and those that need assistance. All those that are ill, are hungry, need water, need pure water. Let's bring them in also. And you know, I'm a seer, so I'll see images. that are brought to me from source, from God, and I'll bring them to you and explain them. So Lord Metatron guides us and says to be gentle with yourself, beloved ones. That he is bringing us now to create our group Merkaba. And we will join in the galactic center of the central sun. Just continuing to breathe in and allow a quiet that's beginning to come over us. As a triangle pointed downward begins to come downwards into our light body. And the golden triangle pointed upwards is moving upwards into our light body. As the Merkaba begins to activate, we call in a beautiful golden pyramid around our entire journey to protect, to respect, to honor us, and to ground the high frequencies deeply into the earth around you, and to help you to digest all that you receive. That you may learn to listen to your own beloved guidance, connect telepathically to others, as what is being taught to us as we create our Merkaba. That is like the Sri Yantra, which is an amazing sacred symbol that helps you understand your multidimensionality, as now the triangles become dimensional in all directions, with heaven meeting the earth, mother, father, in this great Sri Yantra. Of this sacred vehicle begins to resolve, revolve, resonate, activate. As the Ashtar command comes around us now, the ships of light, there are 3 bands of beautiful light ships all around us. You just keep breathing into this expansion of your own Merkaba, your own sacred geometry. And as we begin to raise the frequency of our personal Merkaba, let us call and seal and set our group Merkaba. Sending our heart beams to one another and all who are here now and will be here watching in the future, as all time is now. And that our group Merkaba is a spaceship in itself. And we each have a seat in this ship of light. So allow yourself to sit in this ship of light and send your heart into the center of the ship of light, where there is a beautiful master crystal. And sending in with your heart your own codes. And it is through this way, this interpretation, that we each guide the group Merkaba, ship of light. That this is how consciousness works on the multidimensional level. And that we each have a place. We each know what that is. We know our purpose. And we're driven from an inside knowingness. Our thoughts are no longer important, as our mind has melted into our hearts. The ancientness of your being is interpreted by your heart. So the frequency in our Merkaba ship of light is now calibrating to the high level, and it is vibrating and sending light out in 3 beams to each of the ring of the Galactic Council that's with us, Ashtar Command. And we're rising up above the earth, and we're looking down upon your own portal, where you are in the world. And this is allowing for a sense of heightened perspective. In indigenous medicine, it would be called the eagle view, where you're seeing from a much more advanced height, and you have greater perspective. And they're sharing, the masters are sharing, that this is something that you can use in your daily life, this idea of the eagle view, giving you a greater perspective. And when you use this with any obstacle or problem or shadow, you can begin to understand more clearly. And they're sharing that this is part of the journey that we are meeting in our consciousness in this webinar of the equinox. Is exactly the power that we each hold to direct this level of 0 point and the infinite within. And that now we're being shown that on one side is dark and one side is light, creating a beautiful pattern with our ships of light. And we're just being allowed to sit in this in between 0 point, between the two. And since that stillness, you may hear almost like crickets in your ears. And there's a place of feeling almost anything is possible. And a great sense of the mechanics of this Merkaba shape-shifting within you, milkshaking all concepts of inferiority or rejection, isolation, aloneness, superiority or inferiority, negligence, hostility, anger, depression, depravity, persecution, victimhood, and the intense rejection that this time period in humanity is separation has caused, the pain, the suffering. We want to just honor that suffering, that separation pain. As meeting and greeting these distortions, honoring them, respecting them, and aiding them to come home, to come into their birthright, to manage from their inner and innate spark. This is our divine plan. That we are not captured, they share. That we are each resourceful, truthful. And once aligned to this galactic, cosmic center, attunement, it begins to shed light on us, carried from the solar temples, the central sun, the great central sun, the great central sun, with photons of solar rays, blessing this earth, this galactic area around us. As we open now with Lord Metatron to journey into the temple of the great central sun, the solar temple of creation, and merge with the heavens and the stars, and the truth that we are brought here to expel all damage, all suffering, and to reunite with the humbleness of our greater galactic knowing, wiseness, and deep understanding, not needing a father or a mother, that this is a far greater understanding that moves through the merger and carries with it these keys and these codes that merge together, melt, blend. So weave. As we stand in this solar temple, holding our presence open all the way down to the earth, into the duality of the earth and the polarity, and feeding as this bridge from the solar temple. This food of source. So we are now being brought into the temple of creation to merge with our soul's purpose more deeply, and to receive the encouragement necessary in these next months and years ahead. And so we rise up out of our ship, and we are taken on a photon of light and move up into this like cloud above us, into this temple. And we are sitting in our sacred circle, with many beings of light, many wisdom teachers, wise ones, holy ones, sages and Buddhas. There are so many beings here that they create in their presence a type of a cathedral ceiling that is, how to describe, like a giant bell, but they each create a spiral with their enlightenment. It is like it is illumined through enlightenment, through knowledge. And they're now working now with this worry or fear within some of us that we will not be allowed in, we will not be taken in. And they want to assure us that we are going to be working with the guardians, as we call in these beautiful flaming guardians, flaming fire fairies, move around us in circles. Female and male fire beings, fire sprites. And they're moving around the back of our heart chakras. And they're waving a golden impulse through their hands, through their fingers, that this golden impulse begins to write in ancient light language through the heart chakra, through all dimensions of the heart chakra. And they are helping with this blending process, this mending, this weaving of the polarity. And it's lifting your soul, your heritage, your lineage, and all those from your lineage with you, as you are an emissary, a surrogate for your family lineage. And for your totems, your guardians of your totem. And so let us bow and honor this solar temple, our solar fire fairies that have come to assist us. And bow humbly and ask for reception into this sacred temple. That we would each appreciate this purification ceremony. And that all that it is achieving, we ask that it works deeply within our own ascension plan and the ascension plans of our lineage, as well as through all the causes of all the change that needs to happen on the earth that humanity has caused, knowingly and unknowingly. Now we ask to assist us to do our own purpose, to know our purpose, so we may carry out the divine plan, read more clearly the inner teachings and learnings, to share from our heart and our soul, to know the truth that is being brought to us in this sacred temple of creation. So Blue Mother Mary comes now and brings a blue wisdom tool and places it in our thymus, our high heart. And inside the high heart, the thymus, which is our immunity, our relationship chakra, and it connects the heart to the throat, to creation, and to our mind, to the beautiful mind that we are here to believe in. That this beautiful mind is the mind of the divine, the mind of prime creator, Atman, Allah, God. And that this is the same mind that the masters hold that Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Mary Mother, all the priests and priestesses, the goddesses, the gods, the magical beings, the shamans. We are all here to repurpose this beautiful mind to be the one mind that sits in the soul, connected to the spirit, is non-divided, non-isolated or alienated, but sits in a lotus position, a form of receptivity to all that there is and to kindness. Kuan Yin joins us now, coming behind each of you in our ceremony in the temple of creation. And we're still holding our pillars open so that everyone beneath us is receiving everything through our rainbow bridge. Kuan Yin, beloved Kuan Yin, Lady of tolerance, compassion, unconditional appreciation. She asks you to take a deep breath in so that you may bring in all of her solace, that it may fluidify within all the water of your body, through your chakra system and the waters of your chakra system, through the crystal within the waters of your body, within the blood. And as she is working with the waters, we are also being still radiated with the photons of the solar radiance, like the rain upon us that is translated through a matrix of geometries and light language into all of our chakra system. That is our own system that helps us to receive and give. Lord Metatron now brings us the eternal loop of the figure 8 going through your heart. Just allowing this figure 8 infinity that moves through the polarity beneath you in the earth. And begins to heighten the awareness of these higher realms at the same time that the infinity brings the Zeptepi, the power of now, the now moment, the one now moment, this existential connection, attunement. It's all about receptivity and giving. So now we're pulsed to do some light language for you to receive this figure 8 through your heart chakra that may start to ribbon into multi-dimensions all around itself, possibly into a torus, we're not sure. Here we go. And we may go into a state of silence, and so just know that exactly what we need, that there is great wisdom in the silence. 0 point. Many wise indigenous elders join us now. You can hear their native tongue. I'm asking what they are sharing with us, how they are holding us. As there is a great influx of more vibratory energy now. And it's like another bell shape in a sacred geometry that is from the earth and coming up into us, up above in the temple. But this bell is shaping from the indigenous of the earth, creating this higher geometry that we are sending down to them and they are sending up to us. And this is something that the indigenous never lost, that those of the earth were here first, are translators of the light, the love, the creation powers of the universe, the cosmos, Mother Earth, the celestial being, Mother Earth. And they're also sharing the 3 creation mothers that are working now also around us in 3 concentric circles around the earth. That we are making a highly purposeful sacred geometry in this equinox stillness time point. Working with the pure creation, the pure potential. As now this violet pure potential voidal center of the earth begins to radiate up through our sacred geometry, up through the center of all of us, through the center of our group Merkaba, into this chapel we are building, this temple with all the ancient masters and their teachings at different levels. And it's flooding up through that, and up, all the way through it, through this galactic portal and beyond, as there is only infinity, only the endless. And we are just now sitting in this new frequency now. You may feel it's like a different color. This new frequency that's downloading. It's sharing the father love of the solar temples that knows you, that sees you. And it's also eating up any inferiority, insecurity at the same time. And this incredible opportunity of this still 0 point of Libra, balancing and almost like ingesting anything that is of ill will. But seeing everything as the reflection of one another. And when we hold the center point, we create an imperviousness, an adamantine wisdom, an adamantine knowing that is the highest diamond light now, the highest diamond, Christ light, as Yeshua joins us, this Christ light with a dove above it, kind of moving through the center of all things, down through us, like a type of new Christ gold umbilical cord that goes from the cosmos through the center of our center of our center of our center and through us. Oh, ciao, ma cheers. Ciao. Ciao. Down, down, down. Into the earth. Into the centermost core of creation of the earth. Seeing yourself as all who enjoy, seeing yourself as the eye of the creator, seeing yourself, they say. Step out of the way and see yourself in the state of giving and receiving and giving and receiving, always giving and always receiving. Receiving and giving. Oh my, oh breathe into your mind as a great resource is entering into your mind's light and lighting up your mind, clarifying your mind, detoxifying your mind. Breathing into the pineal, gland, just vibrating any carbon that's collected on your pineal. It's in the center of your brain. And calling in your pineal to become crystalline or diamond. It all is detoxed, and that the pineal connects to all the sacred geometry that we've been creating, co-creating together. And then it connects to the crystal gateways, crystal halos around you, your telepathic crystal halo at the brow, alighting with the Christ light in each crystal. Good job. Going to the Christ light within each flame and in each crystal around your crown chakra halo. Good job. Now we call in the Christ flame to brighten each crystal in your soul star halo. And connecting your pineal to this heightened communion, to the sacred geometry we've co-created. Into the higher chakra system within your presence, into the stars and the moons, to the celestial, galactic, universal realms. That is almost like a fountain out of the top of your head. And fountains out of your ears and the receptivity and transmission chakras. And everything becomes a grid of the true human, new human that you are, your multidimensional human. And just give yourself this opportunity to see yourself in this new field all around you, and spiral this field to everything working out in your life, for all in your life, that it works out for everyone in your life and for you primarily, first and foremost, but that you were also a projector for the world around you. It's almost like there's a cinema projector beam projected around each one of you in a slideshow, in a cylinder going clockwise of your life. So let us sit as projectors and take a moment of what you want to be feeling and seeing, co-creating, what your rainbow seeds of creation are, your bucket list. Your personal service, your service to humanity, your service to the planet. And ask for the downloads of your higher purpose, your next step with your higher purpose. Receiving in this 0 point emptiness now. Using your intention if you choose or not. Or sitting in the spaciousness of your Buddha nature. that already knows everything, that is willing to listen and be part of the divine plan in love and generosity, compassion, and creation. Just let everything shapeshift and blend and merge and marry in your kaleidoscope going around counterclockwise. As we are helping move this consciousness into the new earth, into the new world, as we step through this Equinox Gateway activation. As projectors, initiators, activators, you are each here to do your part. And allow an inner smile now to come up from deep within you, and to be on each organ, even inside each organ, and especially if there's any health issues. And sending this deep smile from within out to all your loved ones and to every being on this planet and every extraterrestrial being throughout any planets. And this smile is a universal human smile that not all beings can smile. And that this smile links up to a crescent moon, a new beginning, and comes up to the top of your crown chakra like Chesed, Egyptian scribe. But this is a crescent moon. It's this inner smile of the inner knowingness, of the connectedness, the receiving, the giving, the balance, the weaving, the healing. And now in this creation temple, we are being brought like almost like a creation current through the middle part of our, where we're seated, and it's moving like a ribbon coil that's charging us. With also the fluidity, as there are mermaid and mermaid men and Neptune also involved in this constellation for some reason. As they are sharing that it's like that conceptually all things exist together and in counterpart. And the beauty of this ability to be in counter position so that we have the reflection or the shadow. Ooh, that really feels good in the mixing of the brain and the left and right hemispheres of the brain. And there's there you're consciously opening up your scope and bringing all that you've received into your heart now. And letting go of that which is all ready to leave. And coming into gratefulness. And that this smile, this crescent moon, it's like holding like a cup to receive. And again, it's very sparkly. And the cup is now up at your throat and is receiving golden rays, golden coins into your cup. You're just being grateful for this divine dispensation that we're being given by the high holy ones here. And let us ask that this is empowered from within our being and our field to bring about the glory of all that we received, to download through our cells like a happy virus, a Sufi poem, a Hafiz poem, the happy virus. That this happiness is innate and powerful, that this smile, this love, this unconditional acceptance of the other is all part of our great plan. So we move into having almost like horns, great stag horns of the elder stag, the sacred masculine, repurposing through each of our divinity a new status of appreciation of the dark, of the inner guidance through to the light, and that ultimate place of perfection that you house, that is housed in the infinite of every cell that you are, in the creator within this miracle, this blessing. So bringing yourself now into a prayer pose and just bowing in gratefulness of all the receiving and the giving, the dark and the light, the above and the below, the wisdom counsels, the light ships, all the teachers, the Buddhas and bodhisattvas, the magic, the fairy, the mermaids, Lord Metatron, Mary Magdalene, Christ Yeshua, Blue Mother Mary, and any other beings that joined us. Let us thank them as we come now back into calling in our fire fairies to take us back to our Merkaba ship in this light beam that's just going to come up and bend it back and go down into now our ship is below us, our ship of light. And we become a little more conscious. And we sit with a huge light in our group Merkaba ship of light, this massive light that is our collective consciousness. And let us send this light into the center of the crystal in our ship so that the ship may send it to all the other ships and send it out in an even greater field to all the earth ships beneath us, to all the animals, the trees, the waters, the mountains, the birds, the reptiles, the insects, the minerals, the crystals, into all tragedy, devastation, war, suffering, division, into all the ley lines, into the weather systems, to the poles, the North and the South poles, as they gain their new equilibrium. Let us send this centermost point with the smile out into all that there is. That we are radiators, activators ourselves. That we are coming into our purpose with a great new energy, abundant health, abundant creativity, with all of our chakras lit up, our knowingness intact, our shaman lineages connected, and the truth of our purpose. As now another gift is brought of a scroll before you. It's a scroll with one scroll on one side and one scroll on the other side, and it's being shown to you for you to read, and you read it etherically, or you can place your hand in front to read it, and it's being downloaded into your now and present and future. And when that's complete, we just ask it to roll itself up and come into your whatever chakra it should sit in to be digested. And again, be grateful for all the gifts we've received, the new consciousness, the shifting of the frequencies, the field, how we know now who we are as a multidimensional new shaman of the new earth, that we can take this confidence not to lose my power as I've gained all my power, our power. Learning it to be the shapeshifter. And that you know this from the many lives you've led, from the future lives you will lead, that your eternal, innate beingness is coming on board. As we go now into your own personal Merkaba, let us bow first to one another in our group Merkaba as we go down into our personal Merkaba, into our homes, into your bodies, feeling this great light ball that you are, full of a heightened desire to be of importance to this evolution, this ascension. And just thanking yourself for your efforts to be here in this amazing time of ascension. And I am so grateful to be your guide and cosmic shaman as we build our Merkabas, our cosmic soup pots. We make magic happen and miracles. We learn to co-create and become the blessing that is needed. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be this solstice moment, this creator being that you are. Blessed be your life upon this new earth. Namaste. And if anyone has anything they want to share, they can put it on Facebook or text me or email me. And you can check out my website, www.anjahlia.com, Anjahlia. And you'll find on my YouTube channel more and more smaller light language activations for your ascension. Keep a channel going with me, and we're going to keep working together so we can make this thing happen. And I would love you to follow me. And I am so grateful that you are part of this new earth. Blessed be. Namaste.